Here with the AMA Hall of Famer, the Supercross champ, the one and only Jeff Emig. Jeff, we're talking about the king of Supercross, Jeremy McGrath. You two are synonymous. I know growing up, there were a ton of fans who loved McGrath, but there was also a ton of fans rooting for this guy on a Kawasaki to somehow dethrone him. When I say McGrath, what memory pops into your head?
Well, as it relates to what he's doing out here racing in the short course truck races, is his mental strength and his focus when it comes to racing. He really knows how to dedicate himself, and when the gate drops or the flag raises and all of that, he's a guy that really has that extra edge that it takes to be a champion.
The fact that you became a hero to so many in '97 by getting that win, what does that mean to you, and what do you remember about that epic battle?
Well, certainly '97 was a dream season for me as far as Supercross goes, and you know, it's not easy racing against a guy like Jeremy McGrath, who really had the formula for winning races and therefore winning championships perfected. He had won 4 straight Supercross championships, which no one had ever done. So, you know, it's like every year that would go by, it's like the mountain just got steeper and steeper. And then fortunately in 1997, things went my way and I reached the top of that mountain.
What do you think it was about you where you were able to finally dethrone him where so many were not able to?
I don't know. I have to just chalk it up to determination and dedication, and wanting to do whatever it took to win.
Best memory involving McGrath when you look back? Was it an epic battle? Was it something that happened in the pits?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the race that we had in St. Louis in 1996, when he had an unbeaten streak going, and in my sort of home race, essentially, I was able to win the main event, stop his win streak, and I hadn't won but one other time before. So I won that night, he was second, and that's, for me, that was a really good memory.
All right, so let's bring people up to speed right now. I know he's still active on a bike, you're still active on a bike. Who wins right now on the motocross track or Supercross track?
Supercross track, hands down, he's got me handled, no doubt about it.
How about motocross track?
Yeah, well, it might take a little preparation. I don't know. That'd be tough to say.
I would love to see it, man. How about Jeff Emig?
No. There's no more racing involved. No more.
How about Jeff?
For fun.
How about Jeff in an off-road truck? Could we ever see that?
I could do that.
Man, what a great trip down memory lane. Thanks.
We could do Vegas to Reno next year. You could be my co-driver.
I will, as long as you promise me I'm not going to get sick from those 5-foot whoops that we're going to hit at 120 miles an hour.
That's right.
Well, thanks so much, Jeff. This has been a great trip down memory lane.
It certainly has. Thank you.
Look who we found. Showtime, King of Supercross. Jeremy, great to see you here. We're taking a little trip down memory lane. We're talking about some of the greatest rivalries in motorsports, and certainly one of the best ever has to be Jeremy McGrath, Jeff Emig. What do you think of when I say the name Jeff Emig?
Well, I mean, certainly he was a tough racer. You know, we had a lot of crazy races, and I didn't like him very much when I raced him, for sure. You know, it's widely known that we didn't get along too good. I mean, we got along every now and again, but you know, his riding etiquette was a little different than mine. So, you know, I don't know. I guess what can you expect when you're battling? He was trying to win, I was trying to win. So, you know, it was a rivalry, one for the books for sure.
What do you think it was about him where he was finally the one that was able to break up your dominance?
I don't look at it like that. I mean, I don't even look at it like that. Like, when he beat me in '97, I had just switched teams. Hell, I had the bike 2 weeks before I even raced it. We were testing and trying to build this thing up the whole year. I finished, you know, parts were breaking, clutch was breaking, flats were happening. I only lost the title by 8 points, so I don't really feel like, you know, I don't feel like he won. I feel like I lost it myself. So, but you know, I always look at it like this. That was the year that I made him famous.
I love it. Well, they say true competitors are never satisfied. You have won so much. Your legacy's outstanding. But do you look back at that one season? Does it bother you still a little bit?
No, it doesn't bother me. You know why? Because had I won that year on that Suzuki, which is the year I switched from Honda to Suzuki, it might have changed the course of the rest of my career, right? In '98, I switched over to Yamaha and won 3 more titles in a row. Had I won with Suzuki, I might have stayed. And I'm not sure the bike was ready at the time. Look, Suzuki's a great team. Mel Harris gave me a great opportunity. Roger DaCosta was great. When we were at the 12th hour and didn't have anything and had to switch, I mean, those guys pulled together and made it happen. It was a crazy experience, and one I wouldn't suggest it when you're at the top of your game. But I think the way it all worked out, switching over to Yamaha in '98 was a whole new like breath of fresh air in my career, and I was very motivated. And you know, some might say that after winning so much, you might get complacent, right? But I was hungry, and I don't know if I would have won in '97. I'm not sure I would have had '98, '99, and 2000. So who's to say? But 7 firsts and 1 second. It's not too bad.
Not too bad. You think you may have the final say in the rivalry?
Oh, I think it wouldn't even be a race today. So yeah, I'd say I have the final say.
All right, today, so we asked Jeff, we put him on the spot. We said, you're still active on a bike, Jeremy's still active on a bike. We said, who would win? And I said Supercross. He said, oh, Jeremy, 100%. I said, motocross. He smiled and thought about it for a little bit. What do you think?
Yeah, listen, I mean, Jeff was an unbelievable motocrosser, so I'm going to start with that. But and he kicked my ass a lot, trust me. I mean, he came alive sometimes halfway through the year, and I had to really work my tail off to figure out how to beat this guy. Finally, we did it, and I could do it regularly, I think. But, you know, in a motocross race today, I ride a lot. I still ride a lot, and he doesn't ride very much. So it'd really be unfair if we race together right now. You know, and I don't even think he rides 450s. I think he just stays down on a 125. So, you know, I'm glad to see him out on a bike. It's great to see all old vet guys like myself riding dirt bikes. But I'm sure I'd beat him today, right now. Motocross or Supercross.
What's the greatest memory from that rivalry? If there was one moment that stands apart when you look back.
You know, it's funny because there's so many good times you never really remember, right? So I have a lot of memories of Jeff and I battling hard, and him and me not being really happy with some of the things that he was doing on the track. So it's easy to remember the bad stuff. But you know, without that rivalry, I might not have been so highly regarded, right? I mean, I was winning a lot, but you have to have a yin and a yang, and so, you know, it was good cop, bad cop. I was good cop, he was bad cop.
And just how about the legion of fans that this thing spawned? I mean, you can talk to people to this day. They still remember that. They were fans of the sport because of you two and the show you put on and the rivalry you guys had. Yeah,
I mean, I think it was awesome. You know, it was, you know, again, it was one of those deals that you needed a guy to be battling or keeping close to raise the bar. And he was that guy. And you know, nobody remembers who the other guys were, right? It was just him and I. Basically, we could have been out there by ourselves. So it's pretty funny how that works as a memory. But you know, look, we had a lot of great races. I wouldn't sit here and say like, oh, you know, screw that guy. We get along fine now. I'm bummed that he's actually not doing TV for Supercross. That kind of sucks. But
we got him on Best in the Desert. We had a lot of fun. We did Vegas to Reno.
Yeah, that's good. I know he's really improved at that, and I'm stoked for him on that. So. Anyway, you know, again, if I didn't have him as a rivalry, who knows where I'd be, you know? You never know.
And the last thing we asked him is we said, do you think you could ever challenge McGrath on 4 wheels? What do you think about that? You think, I mean, we see a lot of moto guys like digging yourself, crossing over. You think Jeff could do it?
You know, it'd be fun. It'd be fun to have some of those guys out and try this. It's fun. I mean, not everyone's cut out for it. Look, you get in a truck like this, and the noise alone will scare the crap out of you. So in the beginning, it's really tough. These things are so fast, it's not even funny. So it takes a long time to learn how to race these things. But you know, he's a great racer. He's a champion. I'm sure that you give him enough time, he could probably figure it out.
Love it. Thank you for the memories. This has been a great trip down memory lane. Anything at all you'd like to add?
Jeff, I'll race you anytime.
Oh, the challenge is on. Thank you so much. You ladies having fun with the shoot? Woohoo! There you go. Great job. Oh, great job. Thank you everybody for subscribing to Cycle Drag on YouTube. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the comments, and thank you for also liking CycleDrag.com on Facebook. Share it with your friends. If you keep it growing, we're gonna keep bringing you awesome stuff like this. Thanks a lot.